Everybody, welcome back to the Average Employee Podcast. I'm your host, Al. It's time to clock in. I really didn't know that we got the memo to wear a hat. I should have wore a hat.
Yeah, I got plenty of hats, but should I get you one? There's one right there.
No, it's all,
the San Francisco hat.
My head's hella big. I wear like an 8.
Hey.
So like when I got like a Bass Pro Shop hat, like I'm at the last
one.
the last clip.
Aren't they snapbacks? Oh, okay, the last clip.
The last clip.
Right.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
It was hella windy, so I was like, I'm not gonna do my hair, whatever hair I have left. But you know.
Yeah, nah, you ain't gonna see hatless Ryan on this podcast.
Wow, is your hair messed up pretty bad?
Let's just say I'm not too happy with the last haircut I got. So
What happened? You never told me.
It wasn't lined up the right way. There was an earthquake.
Like
There was an earthquake yesterday. And messed up the equilibrium and everything.
Got it. Your whole flow's messed up.
Yeah.
Well, your game's not off.
Hey.
Ooh. Pew 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 pew.
The shot is shot. Anyway,
With my left hand.
Winners only.
Dubs in chat.
Go Lakers.
Sports. So again, you guys have seen the pod, and we're called the Average Employee Podcast because we always talk about like what we do like in retail, and like we all know each other from retail. Before we get into like asking about who you guys are, so the audience will know more about that. A question that I want to ask is, what is an ick or a pet peeve of yours that you have about employees that you work with?
I'll let you start it off.
Let me start it off.
Yeah.
Why me?
You're closest.
Damn.
Are we talking in the retail space or just any space?
Yeah.
We can at this point we can just talk about in any space.
Okay.
Any space. I think a pet peeve of mine is like when people around you in the same office or the same team, if we're talking retail, if you're all aligned around a particular goal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think if I'm putting in my work to achieve a certain goal and strive towards a team goal, I think we should all be bought in on it, you know?
Right.
So I'm all about work hard, play harder, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love having fun. We've all worked together. We've had a lot of fun together, but you definitely know that, I mean, our work ethic is always like business first.
Right.
Let's handle business first, and once that's done and we get the results that we want, let's try to have fun after. So I think a pet peeve of mine is slackers, man. Don't be slacking around me, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Pick up your weight, because everyone gets affected if you don't.
Right.
So I think
So you're saying like work ethic almost?
work ethic, yeah.
Like a bad work ethic.
Yeah.
Got it. Now that poses a funny question because like you say like always working hard. Have you seen that trend of quiet quitting? Or
Like someone who's like kind of like phasing their way out? Or?
No, they're just it's a trend that started I think like end of last year and got more popular at the beginning of this year. So quiet quitting is someone is doing the bare minimum. They're not doing anything bad, but they stop like going above and beyond. That's been like a hot topic. And then when people like on TikTok, people were saying like, "Oh, quiet quitting's the new trend." I was like, "Isn't that just doing your job?"
Yeah, you're just kind of coasting, like you're not like doing the extra work that has to do with it.
Well, what's your guys' overall mentality? Like if you have someone around you and on your team doing what they're supposed to, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I'm okay with that. You know, if the goal was this and you got the goal and you're clocking out and you're going home, I think you're doing what you need to.
I think a big thing that comes into play is like background, like where you grow up and like how you were raised and like who you are as a person. You know, that definitely carries into your workflow or like your work ethic. You know, us being like children of immigrant or being immigrants ourselves, like I think we have a mentality that's like we're gonna push ourselves to the limit no matter what, and making sure that like when it comes to work, we're gonna give it our all 24/7. And so like when people don't have that same mentality or like they grow up in a different space, you know, they're kind of like, oh, I got this job, it's a good job, and that's it. You know, I'm gonna stay here, and they don't see anything else apart from like what they just secured. And I think that's been like a hard thing, like, you know, going from like our retail space and like even to the corporate space now, like how to navigate those conversations, and communication is a big key in any type of business. So I think just, you know, following that through and like understanding that everyone's gonna be different. But you have to have the right conversations, and you shouldn't be afraid to like have the conversations as well. Because I think, you know, if something's bothering you or shit's not getting done, you know, you have to tell the person like, look, like you did this, but we also need to do this. You know, like we have A, but we also need to do B and C throughout the day too. You know, that's a big thing.
I want to double down on the immigrant comment though. I mean, I think our parents.
Oh, why were you offended by it?
Ew.
I never understood
Shout out
when someone
Canada.
says I want to double down because I know in blackjack, like when you double down, you get one more card and you don't get no more.
Yeah,
get no more
they
cards.
take all your money.
No, that's exactly. I'm gonna say one more thing, and we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna double down.
Hey, who's leading this podcast?
It's still
I thought
Lex
I was
Jones.
driving the boat.
Yeah.
It's still Lex Jones.
Let me drive the boat.
No, I think work ethic and where that comes from our parents. Like I've never seen my parents be kind of like happy with one job or one role. Always striving to be better, want more out of life.
Yeah.
Never coasting. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between coasting and then achieving your goal. You know what I mean? Because like, say for example, like you won the lottery, would you still work in some shape or form, or would you just be living off the like at least 200?
That's a great question.
God damn.
You know what I mean? Because like for me, like if I won the lottery, like I'd still work, like
Why?
a part-time gig.
Why?
Just because then I feel like, for me, like I always have to do something, and if everything I do is just for pleasure, then the value of that, like going on trips and vacations, the value of that to me goes down.
Yeah, it loses its value.
Yeah.
I challenge that though, because you could win the lotto, you know, have an abundance of financial wealth, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you get back is time. So you could work part-time, but that work that you're talking about doesn't necessarily have to be in a brick and mortar space. I mean, you could take, this could be your work. This could be podcasting around the world.
Working?
No. But I'm saying that like your creative content, this could be your work.
It gives you that buffer to do that.
Exactly.
See, I'm in both spaces, so like I see your perspective, I see yours. I would invest my money to where it's making money for me.
Oh yeah, without
right?
a doubt.
And like that way,
income,
I'm set for the rest of my life. But then also like I'm with you on that. It's like I want to do something. You know, whether that's like opening up my own business and like have it be run by other people, but maybe like me like come in for a couple hours and just work to get that itch off. But you know, I definitely want to live that life of like if I hit the lotto, it's like, you know, set my foundation first to where it's like I'm building the riches now, where like it's consistent. And then from there, it's like now I can just dick around and do whatever the hell I want. You know, open a business. You know, go to that business, and then I have time for my passion project as well, but also traveling and like relaxing. You know, that's how I see it.
So we would. I think we can all agree we would work. Just
just not for someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm with that.
Exactly.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, we're all still working for someone, right? And then that's led to, fortunately, all three of us meeting. So to kind of introduce yourselves to the podcast and to the viewers, like, who are you? Let's start with you.
Me?
You're in the middle. You're in the middle.
All right. What up, everybody? My name is Ryan Shastri, a.k.a. Boy from the North, a.k.a. DJ Canuza.
Sick.
AKA.
A lot of AKAs, you know what I'm saying?
B grade DJ Khaled.
We the best. B grade, nah. He the B grade, bro. I'm the A grade. Born and raised in Vancouver, Canada. Shout out Vancouver, 604. Moved to the Bay about six years and a couple months ago.
So crazy. It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. But yeah, out here living in Hayward now, with my parents and my haystack. My parents.
I was hoping to get like a
dogs.
good view of his backyard, but it's like overcast, so it's like
Peep the B-roll. Peep the B-roll.
yeah.
B-roll.
There's going to be some B-roll coming up. I'll probably put it in the beginning. Or not. Maybe I'll forget to record it.
Maybe this will happen.
I mean, I'm gonna still be here, so if you want me to take some B-roll, you know what I mean. Tomorrow morning, I could wake up and take, you know,
rise and shine.
Y'all ain't gotta know that. But yeah, that's me, man. We all met together at a retail space. Actually, Mystry and I think, met Alex within the first 2 weeks of working at that store.
For sure.
And we got that exclusive party invite that we'll probably dive
Always.
into a little later. What a party.
I don't know if we want to talk about that, but
we don't gotta talk about, we can just talk about how good of a time it was.
yeah, it was a
you know?
good time.
Great time.
Yeah, it was a great
We don't
time.
talk about any extracurriculars. You know?
I surprisingly remembered it, so
Yeah.
it was good.
I did too.
No, what else? Yeah, I mean, I dabble, as you heard, I'm a DJ. I work in the tech industry right now. I'm an IT specialist for a school, a high school in Oakland. So, yeah, man, tech, music, and
What more can you ask for?
what more
Chicken
can you ask
wings?
for? Yo,
I like chicken wings.
check mark. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But yeah, that's me.
Sick.
That's me.
Cool. Mystry. That's it. One name. That's it.
Lies. Give your govy, bro. Give up your
I'm
govy,
not
bro.
gonna
Social security number is 734.
Mystry. So grew up in the Bay. You know, and met Ryan and Alex through work. You know, these are the homies. I started the retail space and like instantly saw Ryan and saw that he was a person of color and like someone that looked like me.
Brother.
Yeah, brother. So I instantly like drew my attention towards him and comfortability. And then from there, you know, connected with Alex, and you know, Alex is a great guy, and so thanks for having us here today.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming on.
He's a great guy.
Big sports guy, fashion guy, sneaker guy. Music is like my blood and soul. DJ with Ryan as well. Work in the tech space. Been in the corporate tech world for the past 4.5 years now. It's been pretty awesome and just kind of excelling myself. Nice. I told myself when I graduated college that I would leave the retail space, and that was something that I did. And I've always wanted to kind of push myself further. And yeah, I mean, if I had to describe anything that like really describes me, like house music feeds my soul. Like anything like,
I like that.
123 and above BPM wise,
yeah,
like
anything slower is R&B.
Yeah, at that point for sure. But house music is like saved my life as a kid. Like that was something I grasped onto that, you know, kind of kept me going in like weird ways. And like growing up, like I went to a couple festivals as a kid, snuck into a couple as well, and it was like, you know, that shit changed my life for the better, you know, and just kind of put me into perspective, like life's too short and just kind of keep above it all. And so I feel like we have the same mentality, and you have the same mentality too. And so, yeah, that's who I am.
Nice. At what point did you guys decide, like, I'm going to pick up the ones and twos and I'm going to do this? Like, because then actually, no, I'll just leave it at that. Like, when was that pivotal moment?
I could take this if you want.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I actually learned from Ryan. So when I met Ryan at the retail space, you know, we fell in love with like the Selection brand. Like I knew about it since like 2012, 2013 when they first jumped off. Mm-hmm. And then when I started the retail space, Ryan and I were talking. He's like, "Oh, I like Selection too." I was like, "Yo, this is sick. Like, let's do something." And I found out he DJed, and I was like, "Dude, can you teach me?"
Wait, what is it called? Selection? Like next selection? Like that?
Not natural selection, but soul election.
Damn. Well, I don't know. You guys are pretty fit.
They're like a collective based out of Southern California.
Yep.
That are now a global. I can't even say they're a music, and I mean, what are? I mean, they're a collective.
Yeah, collective in all space, like art, you know, fashion, music, you know, events. Like they do a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I always wanted to learn, but I never really had like the push or the drive to. But then when I found out Ryan did it, I was like, yo, like I want to learn. I'm a hands-on learner, so I needed to see it physically and kind of interact with it. Mm-hmm. And that pushed me to that space. But that's how I got started.
Yeah, and now like you're doing events.
Yeah, doing events, you know.
This guy's killing it, man. This guy's
bro, that last event, like, granted, I got super drunk, but that shit was lit.
Which one? Like our event?
The last one I went to with Sasha.
Oh,
Sasha
the record bar?
The record bar?
The record bar.
The record bar event? Yeah.
Yeah.
What a night.
So Crystal and I were looking at, like, wedding spaces, and that's one of them. You can rent that place out for, like,
a wedding,
like,
reception.
I was like,
I don't know if you want to get married there, but
I was like, where would they put, like, the tables?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a karaoke bar.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just like...
But you went to the back though, right?
Shout out to my boy Kyle at Record Bar. I love the guy.
Kyle. You saw the back, right, where the picnic tables are and stuff?
Yeah.
Like that area, I think.
And then it's like someone's backyard.
Yeah, it's like, hey, yo, the TL goes crazy, bro. The TL is nuts.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know what the TL is, it's a tenderloin.
Yeah, in San Francisco. Stay away from there.
Yeah. Well, during the day is okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Kind of.
It's so funny because that spot is there, and then Phoenix Hotel is in the Tenderloin.
Yeah, and the Phoenix pops off, dude.
I've yet to be there or go there.
What? You should go.
We're gonna go this summer, dude.
Summer.
Sango's there, and a couple other artists. Like, there you got this summer like stacked up.
Shit looks lit. Sometimes you can smuggle a bottle in.
Yeah.
Damn.
You ever been?
Yeah.
Okay.
Into the hotel? Or the
So it's weird, like
so you can rent the rooms.
Yeah.
But like it's literally just like
like a motel, damn near.
Yeah, like a day club.
Damn.
Because like inside there's a bar, and then you go out, and then people can like rent out cabanas, and sometimes people just be jumping in the pool.
Yeah.
Y'all ever jump in the pool?
Hell no. It's like going to the Vegas pool. It's like you got to be like super fucked up to be in that pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you get out and you look back down, you're like, oh fuck.
I look dumb,
dude.
Unless you have a room.
Yeah. Yeah. Phoenix Hotel's dope. It's like it looks like a motel, but like on the inside, the courtyard is like the party, and it's awesome. I think it's like a Bay Area like staple. You know, it's like a special place. Like Bay Area doesn't have much to offer in, like, I would say, like, events or like
during the day.
Yeah. But that's like that's a special place where it's like it pops off.
I love day parties, man. Day parties.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, again, that day drunk. That's a different type of drunk.
Hell yeah, we gotta throw a day party, man. That's on the list. That's on the list.
Works.
Let's go a day party.
We gotta throw a day party.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Somewhere.
DJ wise for me, back in 2009.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Got my first iPod.
When the turntables were invented.
Yeah. No, it started with the iPod. And, you know, just building music. And I was involved in student council and whatnot at the high school. So I would just be playing music during lunch on our little dinky sound system while we would sell dance tickets or have a multicultural week or whatever. Mm-hmm. And people would hella vibing with just the stuff I was playing.
Nice.
And that led to, like, tapping in with my uncle here who lives in the Bay. He's a big Bollywood DJ. Shout out DJ Hit. But he...
That's actually a sick-ass name.
Yeah, super name. HITT. Double
T's.
But he gave me a lot of music growing up in the Bollywood industry, in that scene, from weddings to receptions. And starting, I think, 2010, I started doing school dances. 2011, 2012, helped out with just proms. And, man, from there, it just took off.
Nice.
Started participating in DJ competitions back in Vancouver. Placed second place in one of them. So that was super cool. And then that passion in music just kept going. I was really big in the wedding corporate events and that industry, and Mystry knows this as well. So, like, that was a good part of my 6 to 7 years of DJing. But when I moved to the Bay, you kind of have to start fresh with building identity, building name.
No one knows who you are.
Exactly. So I think I'm like, you know what? I might take a step back from this corporate wedding industry and, you know, do it more on like a special favor request. You know, so Mystry's like, bro, you got to drop a set at my wedding. I'm like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You too, Lex Jones. You too, I got you.
Low-key felt like an afterthought.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
No. It's
and
special
even
people.
Even to piggyback on that, like, before I even met Ryan, like, my cousin dated a DJ in the Bay who, like, focused on house music. And Darnell is his name. He goes by D. Christoph or Christoph. I got to see him, like, firsthand DJ when I first turned 21, like, in a club, and, like, it inspired me, you know? And then, like, I came over to his house a couple times, and, like, he was teaching me stuff. And, like, still to this day, like, him and my cousin aren't together, but, like, he's still a big influence on, like, how I, like, DJ as well. Because, like, his crowd control, like, what I saw, like, firsthand was out of this world, you know? And, like, it's people like that inspire you, and you have that, like, epiphany moment. It's like, I want to do that. Yeah. You know, like, I could do that. Or, like, I feel comfortable. And I think we both agree, like, being on stage and, like, playing the music and having a great time is such a natural high. Like, it's no other feeling, you know, like, tons of drugs and alcohol in the world, but, like, being up there is, like, indescribable in my opinion. Like, there's no words that.
Do you ever have, like, that moment when you're, like, you're on stage and you're like, I'm actually doing something?
Yeah,
for sure.
I think it's usually a song. It's usually a song that you drop, and then the way the crowd reacts, you kind of just have that, like, that moment of awe where you're like,
you just smile. You just smile. Just like that. Just happened.
What's the song that you would drop?
Oh shit! I mean, oh boy, I don't even know.
Becky Got Back. I don't know.
Very, very specific to your audience, your crowd, the vibe, the setting. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
One of my go-to songs. There's something called recognition songs where within the first 1 second, an audience member would know what that song is. And for me, I love dropping "Yeah" by Usher. Because the moment he goes, peace out. Or not even that. It's the peace out. The moment you drop that, peace out. So, yeah, I love dropping that song. But, no, it's very curated. Yeah. Very curated. Different. I mean, Mystry in the house element. I don't know. Do you have, like, a go-to house track that you drop?
I don't think I have a go-to house track because, like, try to play a different set each time. Like,
that must be hella hard.
It gets complicated sometimes. And it gets frustrating because sometimes, like, you have a great set, but then you don't want to play the same set twice, you know, like, and that's maybe just me, you know. But for quite some time, like, I think a little bit last year and like this year, like, I had a Kanye West, like, Hurricane remix that I played, and one night it just went off. Like, I had the crowd, like, really going, like, dirty and, like, really tech housey, and then, like, this song, which is vibe. And
was that Burger Rack?
That was a Burger Rack set.
What a night.
And
you were there?
Yeah, you were there. The Burger Rack set. He's like, yeah. But
I don't know. Anytime someone's playing a bunch of house music, I was like, this song's tight. I don't even know how to search for it.
Yeah.
What song is this?
But it was like
it
was a pivotal moment where, like, it was just like, even though it's a Kanye West song, like, the remix that I had was just like all The Weeknd. and like the weekend's just vocals like leading up to like the beat drop was just the perfect time, perfect moment of the night. And like the video that I think my cousin recorded that I'm just like playing and like it just stops and the beat drops. I think it was like the most like surreal moment.
Yeah.
And I got to play in 10-15 in 2019 before like COVID, and that was a pivotal moment as well. But like I don't think I had like a song at that point where it was like this shit just hits.
Yeah.
But that Borderless song, that Canuza Hurricane remix that I have, like it's definitely like a secret weapon. I mean, people have found out about it now, but like it's definitely like a weapon where if you have it in the bag and you can work it in somehow, like it definitely will like people know the song, they know the song kind of thing, you know.
Got it.
And Mystry and I, we love edits. I mean, we're big on like obviously the original music that's out there, whether it's house music. I mean, original R&B and hip hop. You know, there's no touching that. But I think a big reason why we also connect and we love collectives like Selection is being able to dig per se. I mean, we don't have like vinyls we're going through, but like sifting through SoundCloud or just the internet as a whole to discover producers and artists who are up and coming, and then all of a sudden, boom, they've made this flip. Maybe there's only 3,000 or 4,000 plays of this song, but like we're like, damn, we're gonna download this song, we're gonna buy it off Bandcamp or whatever, and
you're supporting the artist,
Exactly.
you're supporting like the producer, and like I think what we noticed in the past year is like there's a huge like South Asian influence now in music, and like you know us being of like you know of Indian descent or like of that culture, like it's kind of cool to play like our own music and that's edited and like has like a hip hop sound or like has like a house sound.
Yeah.
Growing up, like I have a huge UK influence and stuff in my life, and for me it was like even though I'm not Punjabi, there was like a huge like Punjabi like UK garage like influence in the early 2000s. And
Garage?
Garage.
Or garage.
UK garage.
Mandem, get it right.
What?
But
He's cursing me?
but it's coming back. It started coming back like I think late last year, early this year, and like you know I'm kind of playing that in my sets here and
I have
there.
to look that up.
It's I'll definitely
Garage? No, deadass. We're not fucking with you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just like, whatever that is.
But that's coming back, and like that's kind of cool to play too. And like being of that culture, it's like that's something that represents me. And so like if I was to play it set live, and like there was a good amount of like Indian people in the crowd, like I would play something like that, just because it caters to them and to me specifically. And that's kind of awesome to see too, because like you get to support the artist that's coming up and trying to break through the noise. Because I would say in like the music industry, it's kind of
fucking tough.
It's tough, but also like I feel like it's very saturated with like the same stuff, right? And so when
everyone's a little something,
and just like you know the way they produce,
nothing but 808s.
Yeah, and so for me, it's like when Ryan and I find an artist or like a producer that's like really new and like up and coming or like something that's so different, we try to play it in our sets whether it hits or not. You know,
At least you tried it.
At least we tried it, and like you know, it's something that we like. You know, I think a crazy moment that Ryan and I can talk about is like Joe K did a 4-hour set in San Francisco, and we had
I just started listening to him.
Really?
I found him on a Boiler Room edit.
Yeah,
I was like,
the London one.
I think so.
Yeah,
like he was like in a tent.
Yeah,
it was like Boiler Room Festival or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this goes kind of hard. It's like it's not super hard hitting, but And then I watched his 4-hour pandemic set.
Yeah, the fundraiser.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
So he's the co-founder of Selection.
Yeah, him,
full circle.
It's him, Esta, Andre Power, Andres. You know, those are some of the
whole crew.
Yeah, even Sango too. Sango's part of like the original crew as well. But we saw Joe, I think in 2019 for a 4-hour set, and Baby
That's so fucking long.
But dude, like,
it's at least 30 songs.
At minimum.
At minimum. But dude, like, it's crazy because like you get to see like someone that puts their heart and soul into a set like that, and how they control a crowd. I think 3.5 hours in, we were like getting ready to go and stuff, but then he drops Baby Keem Orange Soda, and that was the first.
Sit on my face.
And that was the first time we heard that song, and we both were like,
Man,
"Yo,
what a moment.
We need this song," because the way that song went off, like either people knew it or they didn't, but that whole crowd, that moment that song dropped,
knew the lyrics,
just fucking blew up, and we were just like sitting in the back. We're like,
we're waiting on our Uber.
Yeah,
we're literally about to leave. You know, we're like, bro. 3.5 hours in, we hella tired, probably a little drunk, but like, so we're waiting. We're literally in the back corner by the door, and he drops Baby Keem.
And we go right back in, and we're just like,
did you cancel the Uber?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know, dude. I can't remember.
We must have stayed.
He's probably still there waiting.
Yeah. 2.5 stars.
Damn, I ordered it?
Yeah.
That's why I don't get Ubers no more. I always got to call Lyfts. South Asian influence is big. I mean, Mystry knows that the Bollywood scene is something I'm super like in love with.
I don't really care what people say about it, but like that should go hard.
Yeah, no, it's
Like when they throw a party, it's a party.
No, it is.
Oh, yeah, it's a big party.
Bollywood scene is definitely not to be.
Don't really understand a lot of the movies, like the plot lines.
Yeah.
Someone falls in love with someone else. The dad doesn't approve. That's about it.
Yeah.
It was definitely better back like 2000 to 2010.
90s to 2010
Yeah.
probably the peak era.
Storylines were insane. So
Yeah.
good. Plots. But yeah, nowadays it's exactly what Mystry said.
Yeah,
Just
Love
like an Avenger
story.
movie. It's
Dude,
like a
what-
Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Marvel's falling off. It's kind of sad. I'm a huge Marvel fan. Too.
Yo.
Well, did you guys watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's coming out. May
Oh
5th.
shit, no one's watching that. Because I heard,
was-
because then this is supposed to be the
The last of this crew of the Guardians.
no like this series of movies. I forgot how they call it. Like
Phase.
Yeah, this is called the phase of sadness or the phase of pain,
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
because this is like when
Phase
you
5, right?
This is Phase 5.
Phase 5, yeah.
this is where you see a lot of the characters like die off, like in the comics. And
Yeah,
stuff.
they're rebuilding the universe, right? So like the Avengers crew, like a lot of them are gonna be different. You know, it's I'm gonna nerd out on you guys right now.
Robert
I'm
Downey
with
Jr.
But
well,
like
he's dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're
unless they go back in time and get him. But then
well,
like
we're talking about multiverse now, right? With
because he said he doesn't want to play that part anymore.
No, and even like Batista with Drax too, right? Like he'll die in Guardians as well. You know,
Spoiler alert, goddamn.
But
I don't feel like it's a spoiler because the comic has been out.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
like
comics been out, but
decades.
also like he came out with a public statement like, "This is my last movie." You know,
Yeah,
so
how else is he going? I'm gonna go on my own mission.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you were terrible in was it Lost in the Cabin or whatever that movie was? Come
Oh.
on, Bautista. Jesus
It's just
Christ,
because you
bro.
think of Drax.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm just like,
you have to choose.
you have
Save the humanity or kill this child.
what is humanity? Yeah, no, bro.
This child died.
No, what?
What do you mean?
You'll kill your child for humanity? Damn.
I don't know if we're all gonna die.
Yeah, if we're all gonna die anyway.
I'm gonna just speed. I'm just gonna get this kid to the finish line.
yeah.
Yo, this is just a continuation of Phase 5, bro.
sadness.
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 Okay, were you gonna nerd
Sadness.
out?
No, I mean just same thing. It's like sadness, right? So like a lot of the characters are gonna die off, but also you're introducing a new like universe of characters, like a lot of like galactic characters and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm excited, but you know, Marvel needs to step up their game because Ant-Man 3 was definitely like a miss. I mean, Jonathan Majors as Kang was phenomenal,
Yeah.
but the movie itself lacked a lot of like story. I feel like it's like had the same story for like a cool second,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden just like rushed. And
It
then
didn't have that Marvel touchy-feely.
yeah, Marvel used to hit you like in the core. You're like, "Fuck, that was great."
Well, none of the Ant-Mans are like that. Ant-Man is like the comic relief, and it's Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's never gonna. Usually,
but like but if you compare 1 and 2 to 3,
Yeah.
you're gonna notice a huge difference, and like you're gonna be like,
it's on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
watch that.
But like you're gonna watch 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and then you watch 3, and you're gonna be like, that just didn't hit the mark. Like it missed somewhere. Jonathan Majors as Kang killed it, but like all the other characters just didn't miss it. And maybe that was like a recasting of like Cassie's character. They recasted it to a new actress, and like personally, I didn't really like it. But
Stick
but
to the original.
I think just like it missed the mark on like getting like the right feeling across. And Marvel's done that with like the past couple movies, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If it's not tugging at your heartstrings or making you feel some type of way, even if it's like super funny, like I didn't think it hit any of those. There were no extremes. There was no.
some of
real
the jokes
funny moments.
some of the jokes kind of ran on.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a pretty bad joke teller, and even I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah. You're pretty bad.
Yo,
You know what
damn.
movie does that though?
Shots fired.
That Thor, the latest Thor movie.
I didn't like it either.
He kept doing the bit like he's cheating on his new axe with the
Oh
hammer.
yeah.
I'm like, chill, bro.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
That one was kind of sad though.
Yeah. No, DC's coming.
Where's
Batman?
I don't know.
Where are they?
Well, I don't know. Like, what do you think? What's his name? Edward.
What?
The guy that
Edward Cullen?
Yeah.
Cullen? Oh, the new Batman.
the new Batman, the guy who plays Edward.
Robert Pattinson?
Ron
Yeah.
Pattinson. Yeah, I was about to say that's his Twilight name, right?
Yeah.
Edward
He was like,
Cullen?
"I'm vengeance." I was like, Jesus, you just murdered this guy.
It's cool. Actually, in that movie, the Penguin scene was actually Printworks London, which is closing down this year. RIP. Great house music venue. that's been around for a long time.
Why is
But
it closed
Is that the
again?
door that he knocks on when he goes into the club?
yeah, the whole club where the Penguin is, and like his
Damn.
kind of setup is Printworks London, and it's an actual club.
Oh,
So we out to New York?
London.
London, bro.
London.
London, bruv.
Damn, that was London?
That was London.
Shit. Well, we out to London.
It's like the 6th time you said it.
Yeah,
but-
no.
Garage, baby.
Okay, is garage? It's type of music.
Yes.
Okay, because then you started speaking like someone from the UK. I was like, is that slang?
Yeah. All I said was, man, them, get it right.
Toronto slang too.
Toronto sang too.
Oh,
I
It's
said my,
Partois, if you want to.
yeah.
is that French?
It's like part pigeon, part.
Yeah, it's like Jamaican and
Yeah.
something else influenced together.
Okay, I'm with that.
You ever seen Top Boy
Top Boy.
on Netflix? Oh man, it's produced by Drake.
Rascal.
I feel like you're just calling me names. So, you guys talked about Soulection, how it's a collective of people, but you guys have your own collective.
Sheesh.
That was a nice segue, bro.
Damn.
That was great.
Hell yeah.
This guy's good.
That's what we're trying to do.
So, Borderless music. I've always been curious. You probably told me, but I probably was drunk and I don't remember. But how did Borderless music come together, and when did it come together?
Mystry's clap out party at Drake's Brewery in Oakland.
The first clap out
The
from
first-
from moving stores, right?
From moving. Oh yeah, you were going from
Stonebridge
Can
to
we
Bay
say
Street.
we name drop stores in here. Yeah, yeah.
Stonebridge to Bay Street. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it all just we had that connection from working together. Talked about music, talked about selection, talked about DJing. I think we had a few jam sessions together, and then I think after 4 or 5 months, we left that store, right?
I was there for a year and a half.
For a year.
Yeah, I was
okay.
like,
oh shit.
He was there way longer.
I did a year.
I have barely any memories of this guy at Stonebridge.
I did a year and a half at both stores, both
stores,
locations. Yeah,
okay.
so did a little over 3 years together.
Yeah, but I think he was transitioning stores. We all had a big event at Drake's Brewery. There's tons of people there, and shout out to Maje. I think Maje put his hand around our shoulders and was like, "You guys gotta do this music."
Yeah,
thing.
Mage, love you, bro.
Hi, Amajay.
And I think we looked at each other, and I think we talked about like a name, and we're just talking about like
The hardest thing to start from is like, what is your name? Like, what is it gonna be? Right? Because you want something like catchy, but also like that describes you. But I don't know. You kind of came up with it, I think.
yeah. I think what I always
Is it
say.
borderless because you immigrated here?
Yeah, so it's a double meaning, right? So
okay.
I've said this before on a different podcast. Like, I think it's a double meaning. We're both immigrants. Mystry moved here from the UK. I moved here from Canada.
I didn't know that.
Yo, bomb
Pew
drop.
pew.
Yeah, garage. We out to London.
Yes.
We out to London.
Yeah, I didn't know
Mom's
that.
here.
So mom's here.
Hi, Auntie.
Hi, mom. So, yeah, double meaning. Both immigrants. So I think borderless in where we're from. We can we're universal with where we want to play and what we want to do.
Yeah.
Mystry want to be worldwide. We want to do shows everywhere.
Yeah,
You
Mr.
know what I'm
Worldwide.
saying? Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. 305. Dale.
Cale ocho. And then, of course, with the type of music we play.
Yeah.
You've been to our shows and our sets before. It's not one genre.
They're all over the place.
It's house, it's hip hop, it's R&B, and there's
Reggaeton.
electronic, reggaeton, there's reggae,
Yeah.
soul, jazz, whole bunch of
Afrobeat.
stuff.
I'm a piano.
Afrobeat, I'm a piano. I mean,
What?
everywhere. Afrobeat and I'm a piano.
Afrobeat, I'm a piano.
No, and I'm a piano.
I'm a piano.
is a music genre based out of South Africa. We putting you on today. Garage and I'm a piano.
And
Can
I'm a piano?
You're a piano. I'm a piano.
Question.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna know. Can I use the restroom?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool.
I'm a piano.
I'm a piano.
You
AMA.
just put some flavor on it? I'm a piano.
You a piano.
Okay, what is Afrobeat?
Afrobeat
I hear it all the time, but
yeah, lots of percussion.
like drum and bass?
No. I think a big part of Afrobeat is
What's up, dogs?
we got dogs in the house. What's good, doggos? Afrobeat is obviously artists who are
You
African.
want to say something?
Go say something. Hi. Say hi. Yo, my name's Buzo.
He's so big now.
My name's Buzo. Afrobeat is, obviously artists from Africa. So you get artists from Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, all different places. And you've heard of Burner Boy.
Sure.
Burner Boy. You've heard of Wizkid.
Yes.
Drake's song with Thames.
Yeah.
Fountains is what's called, right? So all those songs are examples of Afrobeat.
Oh, I always thought like, because I think when I hear the term Afrobeat, I always think of DJ Afrojack.
No.
That's how
Yeah,
I was like, oh, is it like an
because
EDM?
Afrojack is he's house / EDM.
Yeah,
That's what Afrojack plays. No, like well, we might share a little Borderless playlist at the end of this podcast.
Sure.
That way people know what we're about, you know?
Yeah.
Throw a little house in there, Afrobeat, I'm a piano, all that good stuff.
I just think you're saying I'm a piano.
I'm a piano.
It's like garage is not garage.
No, it's not garage. It's garage.
See, now I'm confused.
The garage is the garage.
Yeah.
And garage is garage.
It's garage.
That's the music.
Okay.
We're
in the garage. Listen to garage.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, that'd be a mind fuck. Looking at the sky and shit. You been to London?
No. No.
No.
I think about that for a second.
I definitely want to go.
I want to go too.
I
want to get a sausage roll. Yeah.
Ayo.
Hey, sausage roll. If you look up Gordon Ramsay sausage roll, okay, maybe don't search it.
Whoa!
But it's a puff pastry with a smoked sausage inside. It's just delicious.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway,
don't be googling Gordon Ramsay's.
Yeah, please don't. Don't blame me for your search history.
Private browser mode turned on.
Incognito, please.
Incognito, please. Yeah, boys trip to London, bro.
That'd be sick.
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Brethren.
Brother.
Hey, brother.
Brother, I am one of you. That mad ting. So coming back to like Borderless music, you guys were shooting the shit, and like you guys came to like, hey, we got to do this, and like you're saying like the way I'm interpreting it, you guys call yourself Borderless because it's literally borderless. There's no limit on where you guys can go. There's no limit on what genre you'll take, and it's literally like embodying the phrase like "sky's the limit." Did I miss anything?
Yeah, no, I think you got it. You don't want to put us in a box, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and you truly want to be able to come to one of our shows and not know what to expect because we're gonna hit you with.
I think a big thing that we decided as well is like we don't want to be that those DJs that play like the same top 40 songs every club or every bar.
Big point, right? Big point.
Like you're gonna hear Usher songs like and like Lil Jon and things like that like consistently like in the Bay as well, like Mac Dre 24/7, right? Yeah. And like it's great, like that's our culture here in the Bay, but at the same time, like you kind of get tired of hearing that same thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, dude, huge point. Yeah. When I looked at Mystry and I said, one of the reasons why people ask, like, why don't you guys have like more shows and like this bar and that club? And because I'm like, you go to these clubs, they playing the same shit. Yeah. They're running back every song that we hear on the radio. Mind you, they're doing a great job of mixing it and controlling the crowd and not knocking any of that. It's great.
There are some great DJs in the Bay right now.
Totally. And their creativity is really, really amazing.
Yeah, but you're looking to push it more forward into something more.
I mean, as I think we're DJs, but we're also trying to be artists in the sense of like, we will have our own production, our own like sound as well, and like our own songs. But like, we don't want to just be like the DJ that's like, I'm gonna play everything and like take requests. Like my big thing, I don't take requests ever.
No requests.
For me, it's just like,
who be doing that? Do people be doing that?
Bro, you ever seen the signs where they're holding up their phone like, play Bad Bunny? Yeah. Oh, man. Everywhere. It's cool because like there's the White Rabbit where I play at like once a month now. They have a sign that says like no requests or something like that or like something else. But like it's kind of hurtful as a DJ if someone's like requesting a song. Because
it's low-key disrespectful.
Right, it's disrespectful.
It's like asking a chef to serve something else.
Yeah. Like you're going to like a fine dining restaurant and you're going to order just like a cheeseburger and they don't have it on the menu. But like, can I have one? Yeah. Like you seen that movie, The Menu?
Yeah. Shout out to The Menu.
Yeah. It's like the same thing.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's I feel like it's a little stretched.
Yeah.
But like it's very good on building the character.
It is very interesting.
What's it on Apple TV Plus?
HBO actually.
HBO
Max.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's another reason why Mystry and I connect. We want to be DJs, but at the same time, I want you to be able to come to our show and see us as artists perform. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Rather than maybe coming to a venue to hear what the venue's DJs have to offer.
Yeah.
You're here because of Borderless. So, You're here for the experience.
Now, do you not DJ at most of these clubs because they play the same music? Because then technically, if you played, you wouldn't be playing the same music.
Yeah, but then that promoter will probably look at us and be like, "Yeah, you're not hired again."
Okay.
Because that's like us stepping into Providence and being like, "Yeah, we want to do it like a borderless set." It'll be like, "Bro, what are you playing?" People are expecting a particular type of music when they come here. You got your hip hop clubs, your house clubs, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I think with the hip hop, like Bay Area is really known for its hip hop scene. Like we have a huge hip hop scene. Like Oakland's all hip hop. They have no house music, but San Francisco is kind of like a weird mix where it's like you have your strictly house clubs, and then you have clubs that do both, and then you have just your hip hop clubs. Mm-hmm. So when you're getting booked for those, it's like you have to play on like what the promoter's asking you to play. When we host our own events, like that's when we can really have free realm. Or if someone's booking us as Borderless and we know them and they want a free realm, like we will give like the wide range of Borderless music.
Yeah.
But like a club like Hawthorne or like something like that, like where you're opening up for like a main hip hop DJ, it's like you're not gonna play a Borderless set because people are coming to that club to see the DJ, and
So you play just strictly hip
hop because like you're opening up the crowd or you're opening up the room for that DJ specifically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like as an opener for any type of club, and you're opening up for like a bigger DJ or like an artist that's touring, you have to set the crowd. Like it is your job to make sure the crowd is moving and grooving. They're buying drinks, but also they're dancing on the dance floor. That's your job as an opener, right? And you're really setting.
Yeah, that's like hella pressure.
It is.
It is.
It is, and that's why you see some DJs get the gigs, but you never see them back there because like they didn't do a good job, And it is hard, and like the music industry anywhere is like it's all about who you know.
Oh yeah, unfortunately,
it's very cliquish, unfortunately. But like as an opener, that is your job to set the standard and get the club popping. Mm-hmm. And then when the main act is on there, it's like it's a packed house. Like that is your goal.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to one of the best shows I think we ever did together as Borderless Music was opening up for an artist named Rug in there.
Yeah.
And Convict. This was back in October of last year.
September. I think September.
Convict,
September.
like Akon Convict.
No.
Convict.
Convict is a DJ from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh.
And then Rug in there is a violinist / singer and artist.
Actually from the Bay.
From Union City, I believe. Yeah. And now I think he's living in
he's my
Oakland.
neighbor.
Yeah. So he did his homecoming show, and I think Mystry reached out, right?
Yeah, I shot a DM. I shot a DM, so I put all of us in a group chat, like me, Ryan, Convict, and Rug in there in a group chat. I was like, hey, I see you guys are playing a show here. If you don't have any openers, we would love to open. And that was like, boom. Like, I think a week before.
Yeah. They hit us on like with a Zoom invite link to be like, yo, let's just talk shop and see what y'all about. And they're like, dude, we actually are looking for someone, and Dopey reached out.
Yeah. And that show was very special for us because like I think that was the first time we actually got to play like South Asian music that we grew up on.
Yeah.
And like the crowd was mostly like I would think South Asian, and so it felt awesome. Like it just felt like we got to do something really special for like people of our culture, and we just wanted to ride that high. And that show actually got us to connect with another good friend of ours, Suraj Saxana. And he's an influencer. He does skits and everything about like enlightenment and like finding yourself peace in your.
Oh yeah, the guy with the tea thing, right?
Yeah,
Chai Wala.
Yeah, Chai. Great kid, man, and like he's branching out and like doing some music now too. But like he was at the show and he had an event in December that he was hosting for his own brand, and he put us on as well. And we were openers.
I almost bought one of those hoodies.
Thriving in Chaos.
Yeah, you should, man. You should,
bro.
That shit looks.
Yeah.
It was just. I was like, $90 for a hoodie.
They are. I mean,
I was
that's
like,
hoodies nowadays. I would say, apart from H&M
why is it so
ones.
expensive? I'm not going to be thriving in chaos. I'm going to thrive in brokenness.
But you are.
I hope it's like a heavy sweater.
It is
like that sweater.
It is. I mean, they have heavy sweat. He has heavy sweaters, but also like you got to think you're helping him support his brand and
I
build.
get that. But I'm just like
build out his content and stuff.
I'm just like, damn.
Money always
Chipotle.
hurts. Chipotle.
I know. That's multiple Chipotles.
So you mentioned like playing things from your like being reconnected to your culture and like rooted in our culture. Like we come from like a family of immigrants. Like, was this something that your family supported? Like you guys going into DJ, or are they saying like, hey, this is cool if you're doing this for fun, but I want you to still pursue a different career?
Yeah.
Like I already failed my family by not becoming a nurse. So whatever I'm doing is just to save face.
Or a postman.
Alex, you're doing great. Okay, you're doing great. For me, I
I
think
wouldn't mind being a postman.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hey, USPS.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think you're using your skill sets to your fullest right now.
I hope so.
Not to your fullest, but like you have great skill sets in like the area that you're in.
I hope so.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, I'm always having fun.
See,
Every day's a game.
that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's why you go
I'm not a
80 and a
parent.
25.
I'm not a parent, but I think
I could
we
be your
all
d-
share that same.
I could be your dad.
Yeah, ew. Hey, daddy.
I can be your mom. Why are you home so late? Why is your laundry not done? No, but back to that, like, because we come from a very, what's the word I want to use? Not impoverished, but like,
You got to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer.
no, like we come from a culture of have-nots, right? And they come to America to seek that dream of the haves.
Yeah.
And like us being like first generations in like our families, am I first generation? Anyway, but is this something that they supported, or like did they want you to like do this only for the time now and like still pursue like a career in different path?
For me, I should even start with DJing. It started in concert band.
Sick.
So in grade 7, everyone participates in concert band, and then
Said that
in
weird.
grade 8,
Grade 7?
Seventh grade. Seventh grade.
Oh, so yeah, Canadian over here. I'm sorry. And our high school was grade 8 to grade 12, right? And so in grade 8, you can choose to select band. And I took concert band. Grade 9 took concert band. Then I also took jazz band. So my dad kind of had a conversation with me, and it was just like, I realized that band is taking up a lot of time. Like, you could be doing another elective or something. Like, it's just taken away from your academics. And it was like one of those things where as long as the grades were there,
Yeah.
you can continue doing what you're doing. I would also have music playing while I was studying. And my dad's like, are you listening to music or are you studying? You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, no. The music is helping me for sure. And he's like, all right, we'll see. And then the report cards
Dang.
come out. No, for real. And then the report
Sounds like
cards
every
come
Asian
out.
parent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, why do you have music on? I didn't have music on when I was studying. What the fuck?
Yeah, my dad never understood that.
You also didn't have cell phones. So.
Ayo. No, but yeah, as long as the grades were there, they were like, you, do whatever you want to. And I think with the music situation is very, very much similar. As long as you're handling your own, you're able to be on your 2 feet. I think that's what they care about the most. Because yes, fun is a big part, an element of your life. And if I were to be a parent, I'd be like, I'd want my child to have fun.
Yeah.
Are you making a beat over there?
You having fun, buddy?
He's
You having
having
fun? Yeah.
But also as a parent, I'd be like,
You should have your shit together.
exactly. Like, like finances, bills, all this stuff. I mean, shout out to the people who can drop everything and make that shit happen.
Yeah, I be seeing people like
You know
all
what I
these
mean?
content creators, like they're just like, yeah, I moved to LA.
Yeah,
I sold my
yeah.
last leg.
Yeah.
And like now I got a Fortune 500 company selling sponges. I'm just like, damn, how do you?
But like in reality, like did they really like just not work, like and not have anything, and then like start that up?
No.
In my opinion, probably not.
Yeah.
Like for me, like with
I
this,
think they're like already rich, coming from like a rich family and doing that.
I think it's 50-50.
50-50,
Like,
exactly,
50-50. But for me, it was like Ryan's case, like where he was in like band. Like I played sports, so I grew up playing soccer and basketball, and those were my things. Like growing up, I wanted to be a soccer player when I was a kid, but then I had injuries, and so like that never happened. But the
Big
music,
ups to the soccer players because they're just running
yeah.
They soft.
the whole
they
game.
Soft. They soft.
Hey,
What do you mean they're running?
come
They're
play soccer.
running.
Come play soccer with me, man.
play soccer.
Yeah,
Y'all be going
I
down.
think soccer players have
Y'all
way
be
more
going
stamina
down
than a
way
football
too
player.
easy, bro.
yeah, they do for sure.
Maybe on par with a basketball player, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
but I started the music thing a little later than Ryan did, I think.
Yeah.
But my dad was the same thing with like academics and sports. Like my brother was like so into sports growing up, and like my dad always got upset. He's like, you're not putting your full attention into academics, and so that was a big conversation between like my older brother and my dad, and that also trickled down onto me. But when I got injured, I was like, oh, the only thing I'm gonna do right now is just like school. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Right.
But I was in college when I met Ryan and started the music thing. But like, I always was working ever since like I started working at the age of 13 for my parents because we had a family business, and then 18 I got my own job just because I wanted to learn how to work for other people. Because I think you need to build, and I think you need to build out that
Good social skill.
skill set, everything, right? And so while I was going to school, I was working full time. So I always knew like I wanted to achieve a career.
Yeah.
And then have a passion project. And music was my passion, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. But then when we started Borderless, it was like, how are we going to fund Borderless? We still have to work.
Yeah.
We can't just drop everything and just go at it because
you have
like
you have no funds for that.
I pay rent, I got credit card bills, I got all that stuff. Like, how am I going to pay for that? Right. And so like I know I needed to build out my foundation with a career first and then put it into the passion. Now, if we notice that like our passion project is popping off to where like we are making a not a big income but like a good enough income from it, maybe then we do like take that risk where it's like, okay, we've made our foundation with our careers, but we're going to leave our careers to start like really focus into the passion project. And if the passion project goes off, follow that 100%, then you expand from there and you monetize that.
Yeah.
But if you don't get to that strategy, then you are just working to fund that project.
That's tough. That's a tough decision to make too.
Work hard, play harder.
Yeah, for sure.
Work hard, play harder. Yeah, I think Borderless Music, I think we'd want to continue doing shows for as long as we can.
Yeah.
And am I going to quit my 9 to 5 right now? Probably not. You know what I mean?
I do like the money that I make. It's kind of nice.
I do like the money. But then, yeah, if you're able to do something 9 to 5 that, I'm not saying everybody has to like love their job, but like if you wake up and you're just like, I like what I do, I think that's a win. And I think if that job then allows you to like completely break off and then pursue passions to, be able to DJ, to do things like this. Like we're here on a weekend doing this, having fun, chopping it up. I think that's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Because you also got to think, I don't know about you guys, but I'd love to have a family one day, you know what I'm saying? So you also got to think like,
you know how many kids you want?
How many kids I want? Shoot. 2. 3 might be the golden number, you know what I'm saying? 3 kids.
I don't think it's up to us though, guys.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
I would want like a boy or a girl, but I'd want the girl first. Not like I can just choose. Not like the
well, by
first
the time we have kids, that might be an option, bro. Who knows?
Dang. When are you
gonna have a kid, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, just everything within technology and healthcare, biotech. Shit's crazy, bro. Kim Kardashian out here choose the color of her kid's eyes and shit. Like,
why would you want that?
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like her. Everything's
I
think her mother didn't make her by this point. A doctor made her.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think a big thing for me, like if I could prevent anything, would be like bigger health concerns.
Yeah, but how can you not? How can you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If you have the way to prevent it, I would say. If you have
they have that AI that detected some lady's breast cancer before it developed.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, AI is crazy now. Do you guys mess with Chat GPT?
Chat GTP. Yeah,
I've messed with it here and there. There's a resume AI that's actually pretty awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in the education setting, so being in tech within education, we've had to kind of dive a little bit deep into that. Kids being able to put their essay prompt in there, they have it shoot out literally in the entire outline of the essay. Like, it's impressive.
And it's like kind of untraceable.
Yeah, but you do recognize patterns. And at the place I work at, the professors and teachers that are there,
they can notice a switch right away.
They could totally. They like if you've submitted 2 or 3 papers already.
Oh yeah, they can reference how your grammar is.
Exactly. So
I think a big thing to notice though is like when you use an AI for like your education purposes, you're kind of cheating yourself out of education, and you're stopping yourself from like growing mentally, right?
Because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing, and you're not retaining any knowledge. You're just having something do it for you. Is college a scam? Yeah, 100%. 100%, right? But like,
at least now, like maybe like 20 years ago, it probably was worth it.
Yeah,
because like it opened doors. But now it's unfortunately it's like who you know.
Yeah, and I think college is a big thing for if you're doing it, like if your degree is like in like a specific area to where like you're learning about it, like being a doctor, being a mechanical engineer, like something that's, or like an aerospace engineer, something
specific craft or trade.
Yeah, where it takes like a lot of time and knowledge, and like you maybe have to go to like a secondary school, like a master's school. That's where I feel like it's worth it. But like if you're doing like a business degree, like no offense, like business, like the business mindset, like you kind of like learn by like starting your own business or working for a business.
Right.
It helps you understand a little bit
Good
more.
Good thing I'm not majoring in business.
Yeah.
And like some of the things that are taught in business, I feel like, I don't know, like real life examples, you could learn stuff like that, marketing, the way the economy works, budgeting, finances. Shout out to YouTube, because you could learn a lot from YouTube.
Yeah, I'm a YouTube university student.
Hey, alumni.
You know what I'm saying?
It's my whole alma mater. I haven't graduated yet. So.
Almost there, bro. Almost there.
Yeah, I should be graduating the end of this year.
Let's go.
Hey,
Finally.
big party.
It only took me 7 years.
Hey,
Bro,
man.
as long as it does, bro.
Yeah.
As long as it
Yeah,
does.
but I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to walk this stage. I'm going to fly to New Hampshire.
Dude,
Damn.
do it. I graduated during COVID, so I didn't get to walk, and I definitely missed that opportunity.
I hope they gave me that option, really.
They should.
Whatever the case, I'm walking some stage.
Hell
New
yeah.
Hampshire's,
We'll build a stage for you.
At the place.
Yeah.
Guys, can you guys tell me what to do? My boy is walking. He graduated.
We're here for him.
We mailed the degrees.
We can just do it in your backyard. Just build a stage, have a whole
Small ass
ceremony.
stage.
Yeah, I mean,
3
it's
steps.
It's just you walking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, someone has to hand me something.
I'll hand it.
Yeah,
Ryan
okay.
can announce
Yeah,
it.
I can announce it.
Come on, the full
Coming
outfit
up
for
at
you.
the stage, we have. Should I give you a good full Govy name right now?
I'm pretty sure they can look it up.
No, I won't do that. I won't do that. Damn. What are you graduating in?
Communications. Communications, new media.
Hey, I'm a com major, minor in marketing.
Calm.
Brother.
Brother.
Shout out Infotech.
What's that?
Aren't you going to school too? Or are you going to start, right?
Yeah, Bachelor's of Arts in Information Technology.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, Infotech.
So
What kind of gang you repping?
No gangs.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to shout out? Any events coming up that you want to tell the viewers?
I think future plans. I think we definitely have shows that we want to do.
yeah.
Hey, don't tell me. Tell the camera.
2023. Look out for us. We got some stuff coming your way. I think with the existing connections that we have, that Mystry has,
Yeah.
Borderless wants to do a solid
For sure.
3 or 4 events this year. I think that's a good
Yeah, I think we're gonna
So-
focus on like a summer party. Just find the right venue and
slumber party.
Summer? Did I say-
Summer or slumber.
Did I say,
Summer or
did I say
slumber?
slumber?
We could do both. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I think he's trying to like he's trying to inception you.
I know, right? But a summer party for sure. We just got to find the right venue. I myself have 2 gigs coming up, April 15th and May 6th, which is my birthday. Pull up
Birthday.
at the White Rabbit in SF. Follow my Instagram, current mystery. Damn, I get my full government name.
Oh, you let out the gummy.
Oh.
Well, that's his Instagram name.
Yeah,
though,
it is
right?
my Instagram
Oh,
name.
so it's out there already.
I was still gonna put these socials in the
In the
anyway.
description.
Yeah, but we got some big things coming. I think the big thing for us is that like how can we start making content for our brand as well.
Yeah.
I think we definitely want to work on some merch and just like some things to like have like our name out there, but also like really just focus on like the Borderless brand together and like really take it off in the summertime and like fall and keep that going.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, kudos to you, man. Like, yeah, I think we also look at inspiration for someone like you who's like keeping up with the content and keep pushing out stuff on the weekly, the monthly. And I mean, we talked about working earlier, right? I mean, with us kind of living a little bit away from each other as well, like. I mean, you probably know it, right? I mean, you work 9 to 5, and then after that, sometimes to be able to be like, all right, let's put our minds together and practice a DJ set, or let's do this. It's a lot, man. It's taxing. So I think we just have to make some commitments and goals, and just start pushing some stuff out there.
Yeah,
you know? So
it's exhausting. It definitely is exhausting, especially when like you're 9 to 5, like you are trying to excel in that, right? And you're trying to put a better like standing for yourself there. But then also you have the passion project. It's like, when do you make time? But then also if you're in a relationship, it's like, how do you balance the relationship as well? You know, there's so many moving pieces to that. It's like
relationship, family, work.
yeah.
Not to say there are excuses, but like
no,
you know, it's a
I
lot.
don't think it's
a lot.
excuses, but like I think our families demand, like our culture demands a lot out of us. Like for me, like I grew up in a family where it's like, you know, you drop everything for your family, and I'm more than happy to do so.
Yeah.
Right, and I enjoy doing that, but when I try to focus on my career, sometimes the family does take the back burner, you know. And I learned that. I learned that
something's always gonna to dial back.
Always
Yeah.
gotta give, yeah.
Yeah, and I learned that at the retail space too. Like the retail life took me away from my family, and I unfortunately lost a family member at that time. And it really put in perspective, like I don't want to live my life like that, right? And the corporate world has been more of a work-life balance for sure.
Yeah.
But
the
it
work will still be there tomorrow.
Yeah, my work is still going to be there tomorrow, but also like, you know, if I want to push myself to be in a better position, like for my career, I do have to put more effort into that.
Of course.
To where like it takes more time. So just the balance of it all just is really hard. And
Yeah,
so.
the way that I see like content and like what pushes me to take the time to do this type of stuff is the way I see content is if you're not sharing it, you're being so selfish because
Yeah.
people need to see the stuff that you create.
Yeah.
So instead of keeping it to yourself as an idea.
It's like it's like also like gatekeeping music. I'm definitely a faulty person for that. I never share my playlist.
Everyone's getting that hurricane mix at the end of this episode.
Possibly.
I don't even know I don't even know where to look for music. I open Apple Music. I'm like, what's new?
I think between each other we share music, but I know we're definitely like
gatekeepers. Unfortunately,
this edit is ours.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's like that in like the photography and videography culture, like the gatekeep spots.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, you know, it's you respect it to some degree. It's someone maybe working hard to find this spot. Maybe they've been like exploring the wilderness for months, and then all of a sudden,
like that DJ we were watching.
No, yeah. Who knows where that spot was?
It's probably in Sonol.
No, but you bring up a great point though, man.
He said Azusa. It was in like Canuza or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, down south.
Damn. Beautiful spot. But yeah, we gotta all these ideas. We gotta let it translate.
Do you guys have like an idea or a thought book?
No.
Did you get one?
We have a Google Drive.
So I used to always just use like the Notes app.
Yeah.
But then like it just doesn't give me a good feeling about it. So like I bought a notebook, and then like, because lately I've been writing like screenplays, like it's like for like micro content or like podcast content, and like I'm actually taking a creative writing class. So like anytime I get an idea, I pop that book open and
he's a poet.
Start writing like the interior design of the scene. Character walks in, whatever.
Do you follow OMG Adrian or Adrian Peer?
Adrian Peer?
Yeah,
he used to be a rapper.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Yeah, he's from out here.
Yeah,
Shit.
he's given some really good like plugs on like content creation and like microfilms and stuff like that. So definitely like that's definitely something.
Yeah,
I don't know him personally, but I've seen his stuff and like
he lost mad weight. He used to be, he kind of like how you lost weight. Like it was a big change.
Working on it.
Yeah, but he used to be a rapper. He used to rap with PMAC. They're from like South City.
Represent.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Yeah.
They coming after your head.
Yeah, but if you guys get any value out of this episode, the only thing I will tell you is chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Because if you don't, someone else will.
Yeah, never give up.
Continue sharing. Put yourself out there, man.
Collaborate. Don't be that creator that doesn't want to collaborate with people, because 4 minds are better than 1, in my opinion.
And you just have someone to push you and motivate you.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, I'm blessed to have known someone like Mystry to be by my side in this whole music /
likewise
life in general. You know what I mean? I think we push each other in so many facets of life: music, health, fashion, careers. So I mean, nah, man, it's do it with somebody. Trust me.
You know what I'm
saying? Hey yo!
I think a shameless plug. Take care of your mental and physical health consistently.
Yeah.
I think that's shameless at all. I think that's just real.
Yeah. Like honestly, like with this creative space, like your number one blocker is going to be your mental, and like blocking yourself out or like challenge or like thinking that like you're not good enough. You are good enough. You are meant to be here for a reason, and like make sure you remind yourself. But also, if you feel like you are not doing enough or like you're just like hitting a roadblock, step away. Do some deep breathing or just find your outlet to reset yourself and come back to it at a later time, and it'll be better than ever for sure.
No, totally echo that statement. And someone also once told me, don't overextend yourself. You know, I'm a big
that's hypertension.
Yeah, I'm a big say yes to everything kind of guy. And you know, someone once asked me like, "Are you overextending yourself?" And I'm like, "Damn."
And not even good.
Is that why I'm crying?
I was like, damn.
Yo, it's 2:00. Why am I crying right now?
No, for real. And I'm like, no one's ever asked me that. I've never asked myself that.
You're just a yes man.
They were just someone from the outside looking in, like, you know, you sure you want to do
Are
this?
you good?
Are you good? I was like, damn.
I think Surge played a set a couple weeks ago, and we were having a conversation before he went on.
Chai guy.
Chai guy. Yes, my Chai man.
Shout out Thriving in Chaos.
But he was having like he does these great skits on Interpiece, and you would think that he has it together, and he does, but he wants to dabble into everything, right?
Yeah.
He wants to do a lot of stuff, and he had the self-realization. He's like, I need to hone, like, though one craft is taking off, it's still not enough. I still need to focus on that one craft to make it perfect. Mm-hmm. I need to make sure that, like, that's established and that's consistent before I branch out to do something else. There's another brand like that, Lyrical Lemonade, or something like that guy. The guy from like Chicago, he started like a videography brand, and like something had to do with the lemonade. but he honed in his craft with that and let that blow up, and then he started doing like other stuff. So it's like when your content that you're consistently doing blows up, make sure that's still like perfected in its own way before you're branching out and doing like fashion and events and stuff, because everything's going to take time, and you need to make sure like the one source of income or like this one source of content that your followers like is still consistent across those bases. Don't forget about where you came from. Maybe when you get bigger and like you are collaborating with some bigger people, then you can kind of branch out and not do the same old consistent stuff. But you know, that's something to always think about as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting take. Because, like, you know, I would consider myself to be someone who is like a jack of all trades but a master of none. You know what I mean?
Call me Aziz, I'm sorry.
Do you know the rest of that quote?
No.
So it goes, say that part.
The jack of all trades but a master of none.
But it's better to be skilled in many than skilled in one.
Damn!
I like that.
I won't drop it.
Yeah, that's what like, there's people that use that quote all the time.
Yeah.
To say like, oh, you have to focus on one, but like it's not bad to like dabble in everything because you're skillful in everything.
Yeah.
And then you kind of reverse engineer it and be like, okay, cool, I'm so skillful in these. Which one do I enjoy more? Then I hone in that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So those 2 points, those two sides of that coin, there's nothing wrong with it. But like I think it's just really understanding where your mental direction is going. And as long as it's not going down.
Yeah. Facts.
Moral of the story, take care of your health. Both mental and physical.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, guys, for being
we
on
love
here.
you, Alex.
Well, thanks, guys, for tuning in to the Average Employee Podcast. I'm your host, Al. They are Borderless Music.
Yes, sir.
Catch you in the next one, and it's time to clock out. Peace. Drink water.
Stay out.